Your holiness. The feet that I bow to, your emptiness is my home. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Namaha.
In the state where I'm like this, very clear, it's easy to say like it's okay if this body goes, like this life it feels complete in some way, like it's the end of it. It feels so full, but also I know because I felt like it comes sometimes very strong, and I know that it's actually like when the feeling comes, it feels like there's nothing that I can hold on to, like not even your words somehow. That feeling of death when there's no more me or no more future, no more.
It depends what you call your me.
Okay.
You know, I mean, when we are on the earth, and what you call your me and what you truly are is a very different thing. Don't feel that you're just going to just vanish into some, into something, just like become like air or space. Because even though you become more universal, unless you have if you have a lot of beliefs and so on, then you're going to have somehow you have to review those beliefs, and you'll be in a much kinder space to review your beliefs, so they can lose their rigidity for you. But if you're empty, you will not have any of those things. You will still feel yourself. You will still feel yourself. And
So with the sense of kind of somewhat separateness, not really, but like
you will still, when I say the feeling of individuality can be there, but it's a individuality, universality, but the person will not be there. The person, in a sense, the belief in it will not be there. And you may think that a person is your gravy or something. It's so sweet, But all of that is coming from the source. The source is you are the source. That the person is also your. It's beautiful way. Now I'm saying that here you are developing more. Your way will become much more. We were talking today. I was saying to them that you are going to find that as you become more and more settled in yourself, the words will become less important, and you'll be more telepathic.
Yeah.
Meaning that you're moving in a field of more synchronicity and harmony. So you don't have to talk so much. You find that your life is tuned to. There's kind of there's grace there, and you don't have to. If you talk personally, it's a force. You're being forceful.
Yeah.
Because you're not listening to your life. You're not listening to your heart. So you try and let your mind create life. But as you feel more in the heart, you don't feel to talk so much, because life is not oppressing you. So this kind of energy of communicating by words and stuff, it doesn't feel so strong. I have to speak a lot to try and diffuse and to completely neutralize some of the thought streams that are created. I have to pull them back and somehow re-guide them, redirect their attention back in towards the emptiness or something. But
it does feel like when I came here, it was so new, because I've never met some people like in this way. It was very different. Like some I could just felt like I could meet without speaking. Like it was like already met. I never felt like that wherever I lived, and it was always kind of a struggle in some way. And it felt very, like just very free to move about. And there was nothing to like to like showcase or just.
Yes, because you don't have to advertise. You don't
Yeah.
have to, you don't have to try and prove yourself or something like that.
Yeah.
So there's a great space in that. You can relax more. Your stuff may come up in that more. It's kind of running out of gas. Running out of fuel. There's not so many things to fight. But inside, whatever is there inside, start to come.
Yeah, like I feel, there's been things I just picked up, just however the life kind of unfolded. It's just remnants or habits that just come up sometimes. It's true. It feels like they lose their power.
Don't give too much importance to them. They're not important. You're not here to fix up morals or something. It's okay. The self is much kinder than that. Then these things are just, they're only real in your head, They're not really so. You are not. They're drifting away. Not worry about that. You just remember and be the self.
Yeah.
And wherever the attention drift away, sometimes you begin to notice. You don't need an outer sense to tell you. But it doesn't matter, because even the sense of outer is going to start feeling inner to you. So if somebody reminds you, it's you reminding you. You understand? It's not that you are not just limited to inside here. You start to become more universal, so the consciousness is reminding the consciousness somehow. And it feels like you are more like a community. A community of oneness that speaks and communes with itself to tune itself up in each body. It's perfectly.
I feel like the driving force, there was a lot there's just this one experience of this death feeling. It just is a driving force, and you say it has to be this friction, because it always keeps
that feeling. You have to remember, it's like it's a root basic feeling. There are many forms of death, many forms. All ideas die. That's a major kind of death. All ideas die. A lot of things are just passing, which we call death and so on. And this, the death as it is portrayed through the human experience is very strong. It's a very strong concept for us. Strong thing. Because also growing up as well, because I see a fair amount of death in my life.
Yeah.
And I once told that I used to just feel, my God, when I saw a body, I used to think that it was somebody dead inside the body. And I said, oh no, it's a dead person. I said, oh no, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be like that. Go and they see you putting this body into the ground. Oh no, I don't want to be in the ground. Okay. And then it became inside, like I say. When someone passes away, their last expression is the last breath goes out. It doesn't go in. You don't go. You understand? Because if it goes in, if somebody took it.
Yes.
Understand? It was such a powerful thing for me, It really took a lot of demons out of my head, the idea. That something just so, God. Anybody drop away? I said, my God, you might have the last breath, somebody. I said, my God, then you really somebody dead inside. You see? Yeah, so that freed up a lot of space. I said, my God, it's just somebody, You're not inside, you're not this. And so it was a very important realization for me. It happened. And I saw it very differently. Once I told a story that I was going to meet somebody in Covent Gardens in London, in the city. So I had to walk through Trafalgar Square. And in those days, they had a lot of pigeons in Trafalgar Square, hundreds and hundreds. It was part of the tourist attraction. People go and take pictures of pigeons, and lots of pigeons. Now it's different, they changed a lot. I was walking up, and I saw a lot of commotion, like a lot of pigeons around one area. And people standing up and they're looking and stuff, with pigeons. And I said, what's that? And I saw that, like, there was lots of these pigeons, like 50. They were attacking this one pigeon. One pigeon. Pecking in the head. I never saw like this. I never saw anything like this. Then the pigeon went under a pram. Somebody was having a pushchair. The pigeon went there underneath there. And they were around like this. And then the people with the pram sort of like moved away. And again they backed. I said, I never see like this. Then they went between the man's leg, man sitting there. Then they were out there. The man and it's like this. So I found a lot of feeling for it. So I went there and I picked the pigeon up in my hand. I'm already got an appointment to go somewhere. Picked the pigeon up in my hand like this. So I had him in my hand. And he was just like this. I was just like this, little white pigeon. He was a white pigeon. And he was there like this. And they're all around. All looking. What is this? Go. They're all around. Something, oh no. Then I remember I have an appointment. So I couldn't throw the pigeon. So anyway, I had to stay with him. And then after a few minutes I saw he goes, he put the head goes right back. I never see like this, like the head goes right back. And it was trembling. And then it relaxed. But it was still okay. And the eyes had this kind of meditation, eyes had this meditating. And all of them are still looking around. And like this, it went like this 3 times, Like this. And just curled, So I was a bit kind of, whoa. So I kind of hold him, whoa, like this, hold him. Then again, like this. He was gone. When he was gone, I felt nothing for it at all. I feeling completely vanished. Then I took him and I put him down by the side of the seat, and all the other ones come, and it was such a strong feeling for me. I couldn't figure what is this. Is this cruelty? As I was seeing it, it's like, why are they attacking one pigeon on all 50 of them? Then I sat and said, what is it? Why is this? It was so strong. Why is this? And it became inside me that it's dying, and they want to finish him. They want him to be finished because they feel he's suffering. So they only know how to give it full, to send him out of the body quick rather than to suffer. That's why it came inside my heart. They wouldn't leave it alone. I thought, my God, what is this? And I'm feeling so much compassion for this bird, supporting, like, it's okay, I'll look after you, Then after, finish. All feeling, all compassion, all relating, everything gone for me. It's just like me holding a phone in my hand. I put them on the floor. And they went, they flew off. It's finished. I made painting about this pigeon in Trafalgar Square. This, it's like the body, the spirit kind of leaves the body, and the body becomes a not living thing. Maybe some movement is going on inside, something is going on still inside, but the life force is gone. The life force that was functioning. Or the life forces start to come and move inside that body, but that one is gone. That's the most powerful thing. It was when I wake up, after my son passed away, when I went to see, also, since one time I saw him from the day I went to recognize the body until the day that we buried him, it's like a week. I see that his hair grew Oh, fingernails grow. Yeah. Either that or the body is shrinking. Something is happening. But I noticed, no? Yeah, well, like that. But just the difference is there. And I saw him, he was already past a while, so the body was just cool. It was like a candle, like wax candle or something. Then I saw after, then I see also it's gone. My brother also, when he passed away, I went to see him. Just before, he had so much pain, so weak. And then when he left the body just relaxed. Like he just let go. Like he let go of something. He let go of the body, let go of the body. And recently, her daughter came here. It's this woman, I have just know them only through YouTube. The daughter also, the mother. Very close connection. So I spoke, she had cancer, and we're speaking to each other and telling her it is okay, and just keep coming to this emptiness, stay in the emptiness. And she said, I trust you, Mooji. This feeling of death comes, and talking. And next thing she went. So she went peacefully. And I say, everything's fine. She is so fine now. She's so fine. She doesn't have this type of body anymore, not this type of but she's totally alive. You know, there's no such thing as you're dead, you're in the ground. And still something can manifest like that, you know, just like if we spend a lot of time in this place and a lot of devotion happen in this place, and we go away from here, the energy of our love will stay in here. The energy of your presence will stay in here. Even in your house or in whatever it is, the energy of your presence will be there. In Jamaica, I went one time to Bob Marley's studio, where he does all his rehearsal. When he was living there as well, we spent our time at Tough Gong studio, and I went upstairs. So I didn't know it was upstairs, somebody brought me upstairs, and I was walking past. I felt very strong fragrance, very strong. As I'm passing, I stopped. I look in the room. Is his room with his slippers and his bed where he sleeps and everything. Not unexpectedly, such powerful feeling, such powerful feeling of love. Very strong feeling of love is there in this place. And even in India, one time I went on one tour in Delhi. They were taking you a different place, to the Red Fort, to different beautiful places in India. So I said, okay, I go. I had a few days to settle in, and I went on a tour. I went around different places, and to Mahatma Gandhi's, sort of memorial. I went there. I didn't feel anything at all. I said, really? I went to Indira Gandhi's house. I don't know anything about her. I just knew she was prime minister or something, politician. I was even not going to go in. I just thought we wait the bus, but it's so hot. So I went inside, and I walked inside his house. It's full of so much love inside. The energy is so much love. Completely unexpected, no? So much love vibration there. So my God, what is this? Jesus. It was so full. And yet in our house there's a lot of images. They become like a museum. And inside there are a lot of pictures, of her sons, because her family's so tragic. They even shut the place in her own house where her own bodyguard shot her, Her own bodyguard, and so shot her, killed her right there. And you think it's a very tragic place. Her sons were killed by one, they were shot, another one, killed in a bomb and stuff like this, whatever. Their clothes and stuff, they had demonstration, different things of exhibitions and stuff. But I just felt love in the place. So powerful feeling of just love and pure presence there, like that. It's amazing. Mahatma Gandhi thing, I felt nothing at all. So what happened here? Gandhi? They said, oh, it's just a memorial, But in some places where there's samadhi of some saint or someone who had a lot of soul force, the energy of the presence is there, or someone with a tremendous amount of hatred or something or whatever, you feel some energy is not, you feel disturbed or something. But I only feel the love energy there, like something pure and light, like the person, but more powerful than the presence of a person. that you usually meet. You meet people you don't feel such. But very, very beautiful. Very beautiful.
It feels like it's, when you say these things, like it's such a gift to be in a human body too. Like, to have this chance to.
It's like when you have ailments, like my body is sick, I have things, I don't know what is happening, and I feel that, it's been very, very good, because I feel, so I don't, when I say I don't have a future, it's not to do with that, but I mean, like, I don't have this feeling. But I also contemplate leaving this body, I would say that it is a gift. Sometimes illness is a great, great gift, because it brings your mind into the now, into your life, into your being. Because a lot of energy is wasted thinking about the future, and I'm going to get married, I'm going to buy a car, and I'm going to do all this kind of stuff. Take up a lot of space. But when you don't have this, you're just here, and your mind becomes being. When you're not invested in any concept, your mind doesn't become person anymore, it becomes beingness. And so this beingness is very different, you see. And the one thing, sometimes I feel I'll stay for this life, to be here is only for you. This is what somehow gives some kind of incentive, or maybe some feeling of a little attachment or something like that. But it's okay, it's because it's like that. But yeah, because we grew up a lot with the stories of death, and it's kind of, oh my God, why that's got to be at the end? I mean, usually you have the best thing at the end. When you go for a meal, you eat the big meal after you have your ice cream, chocolate and stuff. And why the end of the life should be something you go put you on the ground, and the worms. I said, come on, whose idea is this? You come in crying, come to this world. I said, no, it's not like that. When you're here, you have a chance to discover the thing which does not go, does not go like that. Every part of it is good.
Yes.
We're not here for punishment. All of it, you're here to discover the glory of God, the glory of Self. You see? And so then the body is a privilege, because it gives you, it's an experiencing machine. And we have to use it somehow for a while. It's a virtual suit. It makes the soul, makes the Supreme feel like it can move and have touch. So this feeling can happen. And to contemplate all these things. But from here, you have to go in more, because the natural evolution of life is to go up. You see, so you will have to go to more refined states. If you do terrible things, you have to review your life. But even those terrible things is part of the great dance. It is part of the great dance to contribute to the richness of the life. So you can't understand it with human mind, because human mind mostly works from the ego perspective, and it wants to be comfortable. But if it was only comfortable, you could not grow. You would not grow. You would not evolve. You have to suffer. Suffer is really good food, good compost. It's good compost for spiritual evolution. Some pain, some struggle, but develop grit and compassion and contemplative mind, and sort of like take you out of your body. When you suffer a lot, you want to go out of the body, and that aspiration is very good. To leave the lower.
That was actually, because before I came here, I was very much like alone. I didn't have really any, for 2 years I was very much like, no friends really, no feeling for relationship or anything, like just nothing. And I felt so powerful, like just driving, and it's just, I actually brought such a joy like so much joy just to, like sometimes just to sit on the floor in my room. I've never been more happy than any other place in the world.
Yes.
Like just so beautiful. And then like I come here and it's just like this is so beautiful, so beautiful too. Like to meet these people, it brings like I don't know, like almost like the heavenly feelings almost feeling too. Like to, I can feel like I don't know, this feeling like to.
And I feel this is the power of Sangha, that you can somehow. We are in it all the time, so you cannot evaluate. But people, sometimes the vibration of love and openness is too strong for some people in the beginning, because the mind is so saturated with Rajasic and Tamasic energies. So when you come into that kind of environment and that type of atmosphere, it feels too bright, too light. And still, I feel you have a way to go. Still here. No? To still become more refined and empty of personhood. So
it's okay though, like to enjoy, to like sometimes I feel like I'm very hard to just come, but to also just to enjoy.
You will enjoy even without seeking. This is true nature. Even without going to search for enjoyment, you'll enjoy. To enjoy things and the life and so on, this is fine, of course, because who created but consciousness? All of it. But as you become more mature inwardly, you just enjoy yourself. Enjoy your being. I'm not saying, okay, stop doing this and start to enjoy your being. I'm saying that, in fact, all the time you're enjoying your being. But you don't know it. You think you're enjoying this thing. But you're enjoying your being reflected through this thing also. And also depending upon the energetic status of the thing you're enjoying also. If it is a person, then also either we project or also their all soul force is also beautiful. And if those energies can somehow commune, something very, very beautiful. See? But you also, when you enjoy something of your own energy as well. You have to come to see that. Gets reflected in, like, we still have a need for dualistic functioning. And it's okay, because all of it, duality is also the divine. So don't, feelings of guilt is something we have to taste a bit, but don't have to taste it so much. You can taste every feeling, but don't let him in so much. And guilt and remorse. And, yeah, you must look at things and review things for yourself. So yeah, that was a bit hurried. Okay, so and something gets corrected. Because when you are sensitive in the spirit, then you don't have to keep doing the same thing over and over if it's not something good, if something doesn't feel agreeable to your spirit. Then without trying to stop it, it just stop mostly. Not everything, some things you can't, some things you just have to leave. You see, if I start to open these cupboards, we can keep going for a long time, and I don't want to do it. Because mostly you can do that by yourself. You will just have to, of all the buttons, it's just one. If I go into, sort of like an airplane, sophisticated airplane, I might find a lot of buttons and a lot of things here. And if somebody says, listen, you have to fly this plane today in half an hour, of course you're going to say, oh my God, no. And then you have everybody on board. Oh my Lord, my children on board. But if they came and they say, listen, all you have to do is to start, just press this button. To fly beautiful, just keep pressing this button. If you feel you're going to crash, just press this button. Nothing else. You don't worry about anything else. You just keep pressing this button. Isn't it? Then I'm telling you, you keep just being the self. That's all. Yeah, but what if this is just being the self? That's all. Yeah, but Mooji, you don't understand. Be the self. That's all. That's all you have to do. Yeah, but it cannot be just... And observe what happened. And you'll soon see. Now, what is more than that? if I had to give anything 5 greatest instructions, I said, there's too many. I just want to tell you, stay as the self. Once you know what self is, if you don't, then of course my words are completely meaningless. But if you know what self is, you say, Mooji, suppose I'm in, just stay as the self. Boom, just unplug. Stay as the self. The self is not. No, you can't define. You just say, okay, fine, thank you. Whatever is happening. You're in the operation room. They're putting something on the move. What to do? I feel panic. Stay as the self. They say, start to count from 100 backward. Just stay as the self. Okay? Just stay as the self. And everything else will come automatic for you. That's all you have to do. You stay as the self. That would be my highest teaching. I have a book, and every page 1, page 78, stay as the self. Back, stay as the self.
Title.
Only on the front.
Title.
I call stay as the self. Price, stay as the self. That would be my best book. It would not be a bestseller.
Namah Shivaya Gurave Namaha Om Shri Mooji. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Namaha Shiva 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 Hare Shiva 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 Hare